In the previous episode, we looked at some cheap Italian cars to replace my rusty Punto HGT, Fiat, Alfa Romeos, even Maseratis. You join me on the way to Crowborough to pick up my latest automotive mistake. But which Italian money pit have I chosen?
A little hint about what I'm getting. It is Italian. It is a bucket list engine and a car that is very, very quirky. I'm really excited about this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know if everyone's going to like it, but this is more of a car for me than anything else. So I'm looking forward to it. Practical, classic engine, beguiling looks. It's probably the best way of describing it. Okay, I'm in my brand new project car. This is an Alfa Romeo 166 Super. It is the 3.0 24-valve V6 Busso engine, and it has the manual gearbox. This car isn't particularly fast, but it is fabulous. Let me take you around the new car for the channel. Doesn't she look spectacular? Controversial looks, I'll talk about more about them when we're back driving, but overall, I think in really nice condition. Lovely sort of pepper pot style wheels. I don't know what they're officially called. Let me know in the comments. Paintwork is okay. I think it's, it's a 2001 car, so generally it's, it's definitely seen some things, but it's not massively rusty. So the only rust I can see is a little scab there, and then I think a little scab. So a little scab sort of over that side, and that's about it really, which I think is pretty amazing. In the back we have a spare reconditioned steering rack, always handy to have. The boot is also full of car parts, so it's good to have spares, because spares are the big challenge. Much the same with like Maserati, it is just very, very hard to find a lot of the spares. It's nice that Phil gave us a bunch of parts, because he could have sold them on just to increase the profit on his car, but he didn't. He gave them to me, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Phil, because no doubt they will come in handy. Let's quickly check out the interior. That is a lovely place to be. A little bit sticky in places because of the classic sort of Fiat, degrading plastics. Same thing with Ferraris and Maseratis, pretty standard, but just lovely. And just look at these seats. Just look at them. But I think the most important thing is sitting under here. Oh. If that doesn't give you a semi, I don't know what will. Isn't it beautiful? A proper Busso V6. Needs a good clean under here, but no major leaks. I think there's a little bit of leak from the power steering pump, but that's fine. And honestly, this is a bucket list car, because a Busso V6 is just such a lovely engine. Even in this big executive saloon, it is just so playful and it just kind of wheels you on to just drive it a little bit harder, a little bit faster, but yet it's comfortable, so it's the perfect car for me. And to get this engine in a 156 or a GTV, you're looking at 5, 6, 7 grand, and I got this for just £2,995, making it the cheapest Busso V6 Alpha that you can find right now. Like on Auto Trader, I think the next cheapest is at least 5 grand. Maybe 6, and again it's going to be a ropey one, and you want one in good condition. This feels in really, really good nick. It's been well looked after. When I go through the service history, it's a little bit strange. There's a engine rebuild in about 2010, which is a bit odd, but again, hey, at least it's got a free engine rebuild, So let's get it home. Let's see if it overheats. Let's see if anything weird happens, and let's get back on it, because every second we waste, people, the Dartford Tunnel gets even more filled with traffic, and we just can't afford that, folks. No, we can't. But honestly, isn't that just the sexiest thing in the world? Busso V6. I can finally call myself not only an Alfa owner, but a Busso V6 owner. What a good idea this is. Probably not, but let's find out, right? That is difficult to do with one hand. Right. God damn, it's hot in here. Need to figure out how to fix the aircon. Don't know if that's actually going to happen. Right, let's get back on the road. Forward to the M25, eventually. All right, let's boot it, shall we? Oh, a little bit of torque steer, but not too bad. Oh, listen to that. I cannot wait to get my other cameras hooked up and you get to hear the engine note of that beautiful 3-litre 24-valve V6, that Busso engine, there is a reason why it is so loved. It is just a lovely thing to hear, to listen to control. Oh, God, I wish I had aircon. But again, something to fix out. There is an opulent feel to this cabin, and it feels incredibly driver focused. Everything is just angled slightly towards the driver, and that just makes it feel really, really special. It's not perfect. There's no major rust. Underneath, the sills look absolutely mint, so I've definitely learned from the mistakes I've made with the Punto. There's a couple of dings, some faded paint, all that sort of stuff. Nothing major that I can see, but just feels really nice and is just so comfortable. I'm about to go over some speed humps. Didn't feel them. In fact, I'm going to go over another speed hump. Get ready. For what? Nothing. This car is awesome. And some of you may be asking, oh, well, if you wanted like a Busso V6, then why didn't you get like a 156 or a GTV, you know, get one of those sort of, you know, quote unquote, kind of proper sporty Alphas. I don't need sporty, I need comfortable, because the Z3 is many things, but like supremely comfortable, it is not. It is a hardcore track focused car. And so for my next car, I wanted something a little bit more cosseting. You know, I've always liked barges, and I've not featured many on the channel. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a barge on the channel. All right, one thing I probably need to do is get some petrol. All right, so let's pull in, get some petrol. All right, I need to figure out how I open the fuel flap, which is on. This is always the most stressful thing about it. I think the fuel flap's on that side by the looks of it, and that's out of use. Let's go for a startup. Oh, smooth. I'm going to do a full overview in the next video. This is just more, let's just get this home before the Friday traffic gets insane. But one of the problems it does have is the aircon doesn't work. Phil, the previous owner, had got it regassed, but it leaked out. It's pretty warm in here. So I'm sacrificing my well-being for your audio quality. Oh, Busso noises. Seating position is a bit weird. It feels like there's nowhere to rest your foot on the accelerator. You just have to hold it on the gas, which is a bit weird. A lot of cars have just a little bit of a gap with the excuse me. A lot of cars have some, like a little wedge or something you can just rest your tootsies on. That doesn't seem to be the case here. Maybe it's because it's a full-blooded Italian car, even if it is an executive saloon. But you should have your foot on the accelerator 24/7. You shouldn't even think about resting. This has got racing in its blood. Perhaps not. But goddamn, it is hot in here. So I don't know if that's going to damage the audio quality. I don't really care because it's so hot. But what I'll do is see if I can pull over somewhere, give you the old look round. So, progress update. We are about 6 miles from the Dartford Tunnel. I am tired, I need a nap and some flu medicine, but so far car's really, really good. It is still very hot in here, and I won't be speaking for very long because I'm going to roast. The aircon not working is one issue, but the air that comes out is reasonably warm, so you just end up kind of roasting yourself with the windows closed, because I think, I need to double check, but I do think this has double glazing, which means that's going to trap even more heat in. So that's a bit of a thing, a bit of a concern, because it is crazy hot in here right now. At least sort of must be in the 20s. So yeah, I think short but sweet is going to be the updates. But clutch feels amazing. Gearbox is really solid. There's no play in the gearbox, which is so nice because that can be an issue with these cars. It is super easy to drive. I wish I was feeling better because I'd probably enjoy it more. At the moment, I'm just like, I feel ropey. So I just want to get home. I want to get to bed with like a lemon sip and just curl up into a ball and just, you know, question why I even came out today. But I'm very happy with this car so far. No issues. It's been through traffic, through Tunbridge Wells. No issues there. No overheating. Clutch and gearbox feel great. It's got cruise control that works fine. It's a very comfortable cruiser, ladies and gents. So yeah, now I'm trying to get through this next next challenge stage, which is the Dartford Tunnel traffic, and then hopefully we can be on our way home and I can be on my way to a cup of tea or a lemon sip or both if I'm really thinking I'm going to be pretty spicy. But we shall see. I need to open the windows because I didn't sign up for a sauna. You don't want to see me in a sauna, so I'm going to call it here.